Won't be going back that way.
We'll find another route.
Way ahead of you. See that?
Let's go.
Don't go getting blown away now.
Yes, welcome to the outside of the ship. To quote an old and terrible joke, watch that first step. It's a doozy. Alright, now here we go. We got some new enemies, and of course some loot. Deck drones. These guys have that tornado kick ability like the guys in Vile Peaks did. So I'm gonna pull a Libra just because I want to know that we're hitting them with the right abilities. I'm pretty sure... Really, lightning's immune, but they'd be weak to that one. Alright, well... I'm gonna pull this real quick. Water. Since I know you're weak to it. It was water, right? Yeah, water and fire. Okay. There we go. A little bit of both. And when you only got two of them, they're really easy to deal with. Especially once you stagger them. Unfortunately, because they're aerial, you can't actually launch them. But again, by this point in the game, two little guys like that, really just kind of trivial. Digital circuits now. I recall those being quite useful for weapon upgrades. Ah, Millerite. Good. We'll be needing those for weapon ascension, I guess you can call it. Going from the tier 1 to tier 2. Hey look! Another one. Oop. That's a Dragoon.
Ah, feel that wind on your face.
Those guys are a little harder. When you do end up in these battles, you want to kill them first. Because, well, like usual, unlike those last battles we just did, he's got the gun. And he's also watching their backs. Ah.
Back me up.
And just so we don't waste too many attacks, we're going to find out that no one should bother casting wind on him, because it's not going to help. Now, you may notice I'm using Libra a lot more. That's just because the guys here, like I said, Chapter 9 is full of a lot of tough enemies, as you'd probably expect, given the whole... The Primarch's on this ship, too. He's got the best guards in all of Cocoon, in the entire Sanctum. Ah. Fortunately, they only seem to be going after Hope, which is nice. And something else kind of nice about this game, I never mentioned earlier, I probably should have, is that even if a party member dies, they don't lose out on the CP like in previous games, where if they died, they didn't get credit for winning the battle, so they didn't get any of the experience. In this game, it's not that way, which is pretty handy, especially if everyone's just focus firing on Hope like they were right there. Now, out here is not too bad. It's when you start running into places like that where there's like 2 or 3 Dragoons. That's where it starts to hurt a lot. Now, this always confused me the first time through. There's nothing out there. There's never anything out there. Why is it on the map?
We'll see you can survive a fall from up here.
Now these guys you can sneak up on. There we go. Did a lot of grinding up on these catwalks in my first playthrough. Come on. Come on, Blitz. Thank you. Oh, yes. Really kind of wish that had some more area of effect magic attacks. Just since with Fang blitzing like that, it would be so awesome if we could just, you know, keep up the pressure and kill them all. Now, one thing I will warn about these 5 guys, since they do like to focus fire one at a time, when they start doing their tornado kick, be careful. They're going to kill that person, almost assuredly. But we seem to be down just to the 2. Yeah, there it comes. We can kill this guy first. Excellent. Staggered him, so now he's got no chance. The 1 tornado kick should be plenty survivable. And look, he's almost staggered. Let me help that out real quick. There you go. No more tornado kick for you. That's weird. 2 battles in a row, they just all focused on hope. I'm not complaining, I mean, leaves lightning alone, lets us stay in the battle, keeps us from having to look at the game over screen again. Something I'm hoping I never have to look at ever again, which...
Maybe we can use him.
We'll see how that goes with the boss at the end of this. He's, well, difficult. Yeah, and there's the Dragoon we saw earlier guarding the sphere, but it's just him. So, easy stuff.
Back me up.
He's not... Okay, just double checking. Stagger. No missile burst for you.
Just like I planned it.
Damn straight, Hope, just like I planned it. And I believe our TP is almost refilled. So, pretty worth it when you're fighting new enemies like this. Incentive chips. Ooh, yeah. I believe that's 250 gil each. So, pretty nice to pick up. And I see Mr. Sneaky down there. I think I'm not going to see him floating around underneath. I saw you! Uh-huh. Saw both of you. You're not so sneaky. 1 second.
Easy, doesn't it?
Wanted to check my shrouds. Have apparently not picked up enough Decepticons recently. Alright, now, 2 at a time's a little trickier, because one of them is bound to get off that missile blast. That's going to hurt. Well, we'll see. Now, we were able to take down the first one pretty easy, just like we did that last guy. But all our time focused here. Really? What were you doing, Dragoon A? There. Stop it. See how low Fang just got there? I probably should have caught that earlier and staggered him faster, because that hurt her a lot.
Hardly worth the effort.
Just those little things you gotta watch out for when you're fighting these things. If you see a guy's near a stagger and he's pulling off his special ability, cut your ATB gauge and attack just to try and get that stagger to, well, stagger him. Stop his attack. Oh well. Just trying to be careful. Having not gotten the sneak attack on these guys, we're gonna need to do a bit of healing here. We may even need to swap to that steel guard, or that bottom paradigm. The one where Fang is taking on the sentinel role, because a couple of these guys are bound to pull off the tornado kick. Not like that. Stagger him. There we go. That should help us take out the second one pretty quickly. Huh. You know, I remember these fights being way harder last time. I guess just experience has helped. Remembering the fights and how to play them. Because I know for a fact that 5-guy fight, I don't think I got the sneak attack the first time, which is probably part of it, but they kicked my ass a few times in a row. Like, I died, game over, restart the fight. Over and over like that. It was just a really hard battle. So I guess if things are looking like I'm making it easy and you're having a hard time, guys, don't give up. It does get better. And if you need to, don't be afraid to use this outside area for grinding. Alright, now here's a tricky decision. That Dragoon's going to make it near impossible to sneak attack. And Fortisol, or the Deceptisols, aren't coming cheap anymore. So if you can sneak up on one of these guys, do it. Don't do what I did right there. I was hoping they wouldn't get to me. Okay, so we want the Dragoon first. He is going to do the most damage with that missile attack. And he should be more or less easy to take out if we're focusing down on him like this. But this is definitely a fight. There we go. Wasn't paying attention to his stagger gauge. 1, 2, 3. Now we can focus on the deck drones, but this time we're definitely going to see some tornado kicking going on. And I'm going to switch to Delta, just because I think we need the Sentinel to... Okay, she's got them all on her. Yep. Might need to be a little careful here. Okay, yeah, go to a little diversity, get some healing, while we focus on trying to restagger these guys. Fortunately, we have Cura now, so this shouldn't be too terribly hard. Okay, perfect. Relentless. Finish off this guy. We should be able to take care of the last two before they get their tornado kicks going again. So, I think we managed to pull that off pretty successfully. Just knowing that using a Sentinel is going to become a thing now. I know I said that earlier, but it's all the more so starting in this chapter. Let me stagger that guy for you real quick. There you go. That should be plenty. Nice. Kick ass. And you guys will notice the amount of CP we're getting. It's pretty good. I mean, that one was almost enough to afford an entire sphere on the Crystarium. So just imagine if you spent maybe an hour sitting here grinding. Just how far you could get. I did one quick look. I'm pretty sure I got all the spheres, and there's one up there. So let's go ahead and hop on up. Just want to take a look around, see what you're about to be coming up against. Seems to be pretty tame back here, but I could have sworn as soon as you walked up close to that big area, a bunch of stuff started flying down at you. But I could just be misremembering. And you might notice that I'm going to be doing this a lot. I'm going to be getting into every fight I see. Just as I explained before, it's worth the CP and cuts down on grinding. And there's no real particular reason I'm doing fire, fire, water, water, just... I figure if they're weak to both, go with it. Shouldn't have let that slip. Let's remedy that right now. There we go. Really, that took more than 2.
Easy.
Guess it needed 3. Okay. Well, looks like we made it safely across the outside. We've just got these 3 little guys waiting on us. Or not. Okay, good. I was not misremembering. That's weird. I just noticed the ship's kind of swaying back and forth against this outer deck area. Huh. That's cool. Alright. 2 Dragoons, 3 deck drones. You're gonna be needing Sentinel again, definitely. Now, you could be using Shrouds, Deceptisol to get by this. I think I did that my first time. But I'm gonna give it a try without. See if I can give you guys, hopefully, an example of what you should do, as opposed to what not to do, which I fear, having even said the words, is about to become an example of what not to do. And the only thing you really watch out for is people's health, and if those guys are trying to pull off their tornado kick. Looks like we might be able to at least take care of the Dragoons before that becomes an issue. Hope we can kill at least one of these guys. Fang! Ugh. What a waste of the gauge. Okay, we got 1. Oh, I think I missed that. Whew. Looks like I just got it in time. Badass. Alright, yeah. Just keep aware of your surroundings, keep aware of what the other guys are doing. Battle basics, really. But it can be so tricky with as fast-paced as these battles are. Okay, that's way too much time spent healing. I lost some valuable time right there, but it's all good. We're not going for the fastest time, we're just going to at least beat it once. Or rather, beat it on the first try. And that should be it. Okay. Now we're ready to head inside, and there we go, another incentive chip. Now, well, I did say this area is very good for grinding. You can't actually really do it. You'll have to step inside and come back out. And while it might seem like a good idea to do that now, give it time. Part of the inside area will reconnect to that area we jumped down from. I think, if I recall correctly again. And you'll be able to do a full circuit, and you'll just be able to do that a whole lot more easily.
Sazh?